call is now being recorded.
Hi, my name is Sharman Veerabhadrajan, matrix number 229065. This is my demo for lab 9. So I have already configured the architecture, and I have already put in the commands that we need for router 1, this is router 2, router 3, and also switch 1 and switch 2. Okay, so since we are starting a new topology, so I have already configured VLAN 4 in switch 1. VLAN 4 on switch 1 and configure the IP address of VLAN 4 to 10.0.4.254. Then on switch 2, I've configured VLAN 6, and on VLAN 6, I've configured IP address 10.0.6.254. So we'll move on to the next step. So we move on to step 3, which is configuring the IP addresses. So on R1, IP address 10.0.14.1, 13.1, and home. Okay, next on R2, configure IP address 10.0.13, 13.2, 24, 13.1, 13.2. Next on R2, we're going to this gigabyte 0/0/1 and configure IP address 10.0.4.2.24. And then on interface gigabyte 0/0/2, we configure IP address 10.0.6.2/24. So now it's all configured. So gigabyte 2, 1, 2, and 0, 1, and 2. Okay. And okay, next on R3, we go into interface gigabyte 0/0/0 and configure IP address 10.0.13.3/24. Okay. Now next, we will establish VLAN trunks on S1 and S2. Okay, so on S1, we'll go into interface .NET 0/0/2 and right contact trunk and for trunk the first. Okay, next trunk PDID 4. Okay, now on S2, we will go to interface F2 or right and then all the trunk PDID and 6. Okay. Next, we are going to configure OSPF. So on this one, we'll do on the router. So on R1, so OSPF, we are 0 and and so 0.13.0 space 0.0.0.255. Okay. Then on R2, same 0 10.0.13.0 space 0.0.0.55. Enter. And then the next, we'll go for 0 Okay, wait. I think we have to do it again. Very, very slow. Press enter. Okay. Second one will be 4.0. Okay. Third one will be 6.0. Okay. So now the last router, third router here. So 0 dot 10 dot 0 dot 13 dot 0 0 dot 0 dot 0 5 5. Okay. Now that's done. We'll configure a static route on S1 and S2. So okay, now it's running. Okay, we'll go on switch 1 and we'll configure IP route. IP route static 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 switch 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 switch 10 dot 0 dot 4 dot 2. Okay. Next on, on S2, we're just testing the link. That's here. So 6.2. IP route static 0 0 0 0 0 0 dot 6.2. Okay. So now we'll try ping to check if the path exists. Okay. Okay, so now we'll ping 10.0.4.254. Should receive a reply. Okay, that means the path exists. Okay, next we'll try ping 10.0.6.254. This should be successful as well. Next, from R3, we'll do the same thing. Okay, we'll ping 10.0.4.254. Receive a ping, and then we'll ping 10.0.6.254, and it shows that our configuration was successful. Next, we'll configure filters using ACL. Okay, so now on switch 1, we're going to configure the ACL. So, do telnet server enable. Okay, and there's a message 8104. Okay, and protocol inbound all authentication what good that authentication good faithful private under two. Okay, next we'll configure S2 as an FTP server. Okay, so FTP server enable and configure my user history local user away away okay, then local user away this green and local user away restart FTP and local user away directory cache. Okay, now we'll configure and access ACL on R2. Okay, so in R2, menu, add menu ACL list. Okay, 5 only mass 10.0.13.1 which 0.0.0 destination and 10.0.4.254 or 0.0.0 0.0 emission that the whole 5 comic source 10.0.3 the 5 comic source 10.0.13.1 destination 0.254 0.0.0.0 emission board EQ23. Okay, we'll move on to welcome thermite mass 1.0.13.3 is 0 10.0.6.254 0.0 emission emission port range 1. Okay, next to 15 thermite OS here and 29 okay source and it apply the HDR 1 is brightness 0 filter 1 here 1 this and now verify the results from R1 right element and .0.0.4 then 0.255 okay so next okay so next there is a bit command to exit the session on R1 FTP and .0.6.254 okay so it's failed to connect okay so next on R3 okay try the same whether it can connect or not on R3 n.0.4.254 so okay next FTP or FTP n.0.6.254 okay okay so that is all for my demonstration for lab 9 thank you